God's will that you have the baby. So they'll use language around like legislation and how they'll use our terminology around like trust women. I guarantee you she will use the trust women stuff tomorrow. So they'll say we trust women to make the right decision with support around healthcare. But their healthcare doesn't mean women having a choice. Their healthcare means perinatal support, which Northern Ireland does need better access to perinatal support, but that's if you've chosen to have a baby.
Yeah. It also ignores like the fact whenever you have a chromosomal abnormality, the risk of that happening in future pregnancies is increased. So someone from the Royal College of Midwives, Brady Hughes, spoke at an Alliance for Choice organised event in the it was about decriminalisation of abortion, and she said a lot of women will choose to do it once and then they'll find out the next pregnancy they've got the same thing and they don't want to go through it again because like it was awful the first time. Why would they want to go through it again? Like some people will be like, I can handle this once, but I can't go through this again. It's just not.
I think there's a lot of sort of misinformation. People assume women go and have 5 abortions in a row.
They also assume that it is silly young girls who are accessing abortions. When it's quite often it is it's women who already have families who know that they can't cope, or it's their choice because it's going to affect their family adversely, or there's existing medical issues, or it's women who are thought they were in the stages of menopause, who are quite old, who are older, and that's the issue that it's arise. So it's portrayed as this case of like these silly little girls need to take care of themselves better and not have sex and stuff like that. But then also there's another problem, that Northern Ireland's access to information about contraception and sexual health is very limited. It's not taught properly in schools.
In about 90% of schools, there's this curriculum called
Love for Life.
Love for Life. They talk about stuff. So what they do is they
we're actually I've been given a number to ring them actually.
Yeah, they teach about abstinence. They say like they talk about contraception, don't talk about how you like you can go to your GP and ask for it, or how you can like just go to Brooks in Belfast, or there's one in Coleraine that you can go to. Like there's lots of services you can actually go to, and you don't need like your parents' permission. You can just get the pill. I think if you're 16. In fact, no, if you're 14. Probably about 14.
That's good.
Because you're considered competent. You're considered competent in your own care. Considered like able to make decisions about your own health care.
Yeah.
But they're allowed into 90% of Northern Ireland's school to preach abstinence, rather than specific.
They showed a pro-life video.
Yeah, and they show anti-abortion, pro-life propaganda.
From what we've been told from people who have grown up in Northern Ireland, they're sort of, like you said, their primary or early secondary education was you'll meet a boy or meet